Welcome back to the PBC with your boy PBK9s, where I give it to them fair and unbiased, raw and uncut. Some gonna like it and some ain't. We got some news to talk about today. First, we're gonna go to Seattle, where Seattle is in the ranking for having the most irresponsible dog owners in that city. You know, they're in the top 5 ranking for having the most irresponsible dog owners. Now, I'm saying that to say this: when it comes to mental health and when it comes to these dogs, you know, we got 2 incidents that happen at the same time right here, where we can see mental health issues and where we can see the dog issue. You know, I always say sometimes these dogs attack, but that's not the first. You've seen signs of this dog may have been crazy from the start, right? I always say that dog, you may have seen signs, but the dog was crazy for a whole 2 years before he actually snapped. Now, this first article we're going to talk about, the woman is walking around Seattle with a dog, sicking them on people. She's not saying sick them, get them. She's walking around with the dog loose, and the dog is attacking who he wants to attack. And what makes me think this is mental health is because she says, let him do his thing. She's telling people, let him do his thing, right? That's mental health, man, because if you roll up on the wrong person and you say, let him do his thing, you're going to either get somebody else locked up for life for pulling their gun out, shooting the dog and shooting you, you know, or either you're going to hurt somebody that's trying to hurt that dog, you know. I mean, well, she's going to hurt somebody that's trying to hurt that dog. They're going to try to save their dog and, you know, telling them if she got a weapon on her or anything. But if somebody walking around the public with a loose pit bull says, don't stop him, let him do his thing, you can bet your bottom dollar, like I always say, it's some mental problems going on with that lady. You know what I'm saying? Now, they locked her up for animal cruelty, but in my opinion, the city dropped the ball on that because they supposed to put her in some type of lighthouse, some type of mental institution facility or whatever. Just off that statement alone, people with their right mind, people with common sense, don't make a statement like that to say, "Oh, let him do his thing," when they're in the public and their dog is shaking other people and chasing people and biting at people and biting other dogs, and you know that just don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna look at this video, you know, and another thing that another mental health check mark that she got was when they said why she didn't have the dog on a leash. She said the dog was one of them Chupacabra. I can't pronounce it. You know, I will fuck up a word. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna hear what the people say she said the dog was, and that's why she don't got it on the leash. You know, one of them dogs, one of them things look about like wolves, and they real rare to see them. You know what I'm trying to say? It start with a C word, and they find them down there in that Mexican Arizona border, somewhere around that area. They've been spotting them. They don't spot them in like the Carolinas or up north or nothing. They spot the dog that she talking about, or the wild dog that she talking about, in that Arizona, Texas area, Mexican borderline area. You know what I'm talking about. And when she say that, I don't got him on a leash because it's one of them kind. Mental illness, man. You can't just charge her with animal cruelty and let her go back out there, because another accident is going to happen. You know, somebody's going to get really hurt the next time maybe. So that's why I say the city dropped the ball. But let's get into this, man. And y'all watch this article. And then we got one more to talk about. Well, I want to get y'all opinion on it as well. PBK9s, let's get into this.
Well, shocking video shows a dog owner desperately trying to protect their pet as an off-leash pit bull launches a vicious attack.
And documents obtained by Fox 13 reveal the pit bull's owner did nothing to stop the attack and even appeared to encourage it. Fox 13's AJ Janavel spoke with investigators and neighbors about the incident.
This is where at least one of those attacks happened. And according to a Seattle police report, the owner of that pit bull was heard saying, let him do his thing, while her dog was attacking other people's pets. And that owner is accused of trying to stop other people from intervening. A video posted to Reddit shows the traumatic scene unfolding in broad daylight. Car horns blaring and a dog whimpering as a terrified owner fights to save their beloved dog. According to a police report I obtained, the pit bull terrorized Dexter Avenue throughout Friday by attacking several other pets. When police arrived, they said the owner of the aggressive dog was 30-year-old Sydney Kelly. Documents state Kelly told police she did not have the pit bull on a leash because, quote, it's not a dog, it's the Chupacabra.
Because that's literally right here. That would be probably 10 feet away from us.
Alyssa Mayenza lives right near where the attack happened.
Yes.
She tells me she saw the same dog owner in a similar situation on the same day.
The dog was off leash and out of control. She was just kind of screaming and running around, following it, but then not grabbing him. And then she would intermittently grab him and then let him go.
Emotions go pretty high because I've experienced this myself with my own dog. And yeah, it's a really scary situation. Unfortunately, as you can see in the video, nobody really knows how to respond. It's just chaos.
According to Seattle Animal Control, there were 637 dog attacks last year in Seattle. Those numbers include dog on human, and dog on other animal attacks. And that total number is actually low because it does not account for incidents where no cases are created. For instance, when an owner leaves before investigators arrive, and does not include cases that Seattle police exclusively responded to, like Friday's attack.
The biggest issue is there's just a lack of education from dog owners all across the board, even the happy-go-lucky dogs. I think that there's a lot of dog owners that just don't really understand the basic necessities for owning a dog.
According to police, the victim in that video had to take her dog to an animal hospital. The owner of the pit bull was arrested and charged with animal cruelty, and that pit bull is now in the custody of animal control. Reporting in Seattle, I'm AJ Janavel, Fox 13 News.
Now, y'all seen that video. Did that dog look like one of them dogs I'm talking about? Even though I can't pronounce it, you know exactly which dog I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Or which wild dog I'm talking about that come from down there on that Texas borderline, the Arizona borderline. That's where they be spotting it at, in Mexico. You know, that was a pit bull. You know what I'm saying? Mental health, man. And when she says, let him do his thing, that would have automatically, if the right brother or sister, no matter what color they were, that love their pet, would have heard her say, let him do his thing while her dog was hurting their dog, somebody would have got hurt out there, man. Somebody really would have got hurt out there. So you can't let people like that be in the public. When you getting signs, that was signs that was ignored. Now 6 months later, just say 6 months later, somebody done gunned her down or she done gunned somebody else down. But it's signs like this that was ignored, by the city. And if the news people know what she said, everybody know what she said. Now in this next article, we got a fella that's walking his dog down the street on the sidewalk, and one of them little house dogs came running out the garage, and it ran out into their front yard. The man got a fox terrier. You know how the fox terriers, them white and brown dogs, kind of with the curly hair and stuff like that. They use them to chase fox and stuff like that overseas, and maybe here in America as well. But anyway, he got a fox terrier, and the dog does some type of little flip and get out his collar and shoot over there after the little dog and start shaking the little dog up. Now the man's trying to break it up, and he's trying, but he can't get the fox terrier off the little dog. And the fox terrier is destroying the little dog, shaking him. You're going to see on the video, shaking him. Now the owner come out the house, and I ain't gonna lie, I did the same thing. She come out the house with the pistol. She say, move, because you can't get him off my dog. She say, move out the way, sir. So she gave him ample time to move. The man backed up out the way. And she took a safe shot to get that dog off of her dog. Her dog still survived. It got a limp. To this day, the dog got a limp. But her dog survived. Now my only thing about this whole situation is, this article speaks nothing about a pit bull. In my opinion, y'all look at this dog, and that's just my opinion. I can see more pit bull in this dog than I see fox terrier. Only thing that reminds me of fox terrier when I look at that dog is the fact that the dog is the color of a fox terrier. But when you look at the dog in the face, I know a pit bull when I see one. That dog got pit bull in it. And that pit bull is what was shaking that little puppy up. And that's why the man couldn't get that dog off of that little puppy. Because that pit bull came out in that dog. I told y'all when you breed a pit bull with anything outside of a full-blooded American pit bull terrier, you get a dangerous dog. Very dangerous. You see? Now, if that woman would have came outside with that pistol, the way she did, her little small house dog would have been deceased. All it took for a few more seconds, another minute, and that dog was gone. One good shake the right way, and that dog would have been gone. So luckily, she came out with a firearm, discharged the weapon in the proper way. Nobody got hurt. But can you believe the owner, they talking trash to the woman? Like the woman did wrong. See, he lucky he didn't run into another type of owner that didn't say move out the way or nothing. Just came out there and blew the dog brains out right there on the sidewalk. And the fox terrier died at the vet or died at the animal shelter or hospital or wherever they took him at, right? But they went and put a memorial in that girl's yard. You know what I'm saying? Basically almost like a taunting her, like threatening her type. She said she was scared or whatever. You know, but y'all gonna watch the video, man. Y'all check it out. Y'all look at the dog and tell me what you think as far as the dog looking like a pit bull. Now, any other time they'll say a pit bull mix. And I know I'm not the only one that looked at that dog and can see pit bull in that dog. If not all pit bull. And just saying it's a fox terrier because the color he is. You know how people will you can't get insurance on your house because you got a pit bull. You know what I'm saying? Got a pit bull, so you can't get insurance. So, that dog ain't no pit bull. That's a Labrador. Mellow yellow is a Labrador. You know what I'm saying? A golden Labrador. A yellow lab, rather. You know, this dog here is a fox terrier. But when I look at the dog, I see pit bull. His actions gave me pit bull vibes. You know what I'm saying? Not saying a fox terrier don't get down like that, but y'all check this video out. You know where you got it from first. Just giving y'all a little bit of news for the day. You know what I'm saying? Tune in later on tonight. Got the exclusive video coming on at 7 o'clock. Hey, we getting down to the get down. It's your boy PBK9s. Let's go.
Tonight at 6, a local woman who shot and killed a neighbor's dog during a vicious attack on her own pet is telling the News4JAX I-Team her side of the story.
And I told the gentleman to move. I said, sir, move. I have to shoot your dog. I have to shoot the dog.
The October 5th incident was captured on a Ring camera in the South Side neighborhood.
The owner of the dog that died says the woman did not have to kill the animal. News4JAX anchor Tarek Miner's here with what both of them had to say. Tarek?
So April Bell says that she contacted the News4JAX I-Team because she wants to clear her name after being intimidated in her neighborhood and on social media by the owners of the dog she shot and killed. She says video of the incident sheds new light as to why she chose deadly force. Now, the owner of the dog that died, however, is also talking to News4JAX, saying she could have stopped the attack in another manner. They want criminal charges to be filed.
Shorty had sustained a front left leg fracture and multiple wounds, deep puncture wounds.
Their injuries, this 9-year-old Shih Tzu named Shorty sustained October 5th in the front yard of his owner April Bell's home. Watch as the Shih Tzu runs out of the garage and into its front yard to confront a mixed fox terrier. The fox terrier slipped out of its leash as it was being walked by its owner's friend.
The dog just had Shorty by the throat and just slinging him like a rag doll.
Bell says she tried to get the other dog named Loki off of hers by first swinging a bag she had at the time at the dog's head, which didn't work. Seconds later, she runs back to her garage to grab a broomstick, attempting to poke Loki into releasing her dog from its jaws.
Just vicious, a very vicious attack.
According to the timestamp on the video, 31 seconds passed before Bell makes the decision to grab a handgun from inside of her car. She says Loki wasn't following orders, even though he was being punched. Bell says she felt like she had no other choice to save her dog's life.
And I told the gentleman to move. I said, sir, move. I have to shoot your dog. I have to shoot the dog. And he moved. I was mindful of my surroundings, making sure no one else was around. I tried to aim the gun a little bit lower towards the ground and took a deep breath and fired a shot.
According to Loki's owner, the bullet went in and out of Loki's ribs, leading to his euthanization at a veterinary office.
Poor Loki. Poor Loki. It's reckless. End of the day, it's reckless. And it really just irritates me that she would do that. There's a water hose sitting on the side of her house. Right there. Same distance away from where the gun was.
Loki belongs to John Roberts, who says the rescue dog didn't deserve to be shot to death.
We're wondering why the state's attorney didn't file charges. Why is Melissa Nelson not filing charges?
When a dog is in a frenzy like that and not listening to the, the dog walker, and the dog walker has, tried and done what he could do, there wasn't anything else to do. I really do not regret my decision.
So Belle says when she wasn't home, Loki's owners set up this makeshift memorial for their dog in her front yard, even though Loki died at the veterinarian's office. Now, Belle says the shooting is not something she wants to be reminded of every day, and she says she feels intimidated by this memorial. We asked Loki's owners about it, and they told me it's about the dog, and the dog deserves respect. Now, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office did refer this case to the state attorney's office, which, after looking into all the facts of this case, advised that there are no criminal violations that need to be addressed.